Glad to have you with us from Dallas, Texas at Gerald J. Ford Stadium as a couple of teams square off in the Serve Pro First Responders Bowl. Bowl games are not only a reward for how you played in the regular season, but can be a springboard into next year as well. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the Washington Huskies, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Texas State Bobcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Kickoff team out there, ready to tee it up and get this bowl game underway. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Bobcats offense will be first on the attack. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with the W.
Man, it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year, and also you want to send the seniors out with the W.
They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. They'll move the wide receiver.
False start off offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. From the gun, the running back has it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The Bobcats with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. The play action fake. Trying to make magic with his feet. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. And the Bobcats in the hurry up. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Bobcats will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. So the Washington Huskies offense will go to work for the first time today. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate. These are the guys that coaches love.
And big-time players make big plays in big games, right? These are the guys that have to play well if they're going to win games like this. It'll be interesting to see what they do today.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. They'll go back to the ground. Still on his feet at the 45. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways and try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
They're going to throw it to start the drive. The short hands, it's Akers. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First down for this offense.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Trying to set up the screen.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
It's on target and complete. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds. Takes it from the gun on third down. Snagged in the middle. It's Daniels. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Bringing the heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Time to take a shot. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
And now on second down for this offense. Running back searching for a hole. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds a tight end. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. On the move. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They're looking to throw on second and short. It's complete to the right. And he's brought down after a nice game. Washington has a lot of things working, set up with another first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Harris. Headed to the end zone. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Huskies. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. These two guys, they just shared a glance, and they knew exactly what to do, Dave.
And how many times do we hear that? The quarterback talk about it after the game and go, hey, I just looked at him. He knew what I said.
And now the hip knocks it loose. Almost a disaster on that return, but they jump on it, and they'll maintain possession. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. QB draw. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's see if they decide to punt it. And the Bobcats send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll try the run. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Huskies can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to run for it. On his feet at the 40. Turning it on! Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Huskies getting set on 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Grab near the marker, it's Allen. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Grant behind the line, it's Allen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Into the house. Touchdown, Huskies. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. And the returner will be dragged down. Texas State gets the football back, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab over the middle. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Bobcats decide to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Here's a return from midfield. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Washington right back to the line. He might want another play. Looking to throw on first down. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Washington. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Coming out with it, it's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Defense playing a bail technique. They think there's room to run to the right here. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Reese, a first half that gave us some riveting moments, not to mention the dramatic and the unexpected. Just a dynamite start to the First Responders Bowl. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the First Responders Bowl.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Bobcats will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Wants to throw on first down. Safe completion on the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll give it to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And when you're a quarterback, man, I know wide receivers are great athletes and they're supposed to catch everything that gets near them, but when you don't put it right on the center, when they're running a lot of times, it just makes it a little bit more difficult. And I think he did that a little bit too much for his wide receiver right there.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. This Washington offense moving quickly down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the grip.
Oh, he's got some space. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. The Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Here we go.
The give to the back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Second and goal for the offense. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. His drive will open from the 15. They go to the ground. Nice move there. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
30 short. They've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. He's got it on the right. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
That's the end of the quarter, and Washington has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They'll run for it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the 3rd down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get it.
There he goes. Picks up the first down. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. The Bobcats have it with a 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Smith. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
Here we go.
Caught in the backfield, it's Akers. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
And finally, man, this offense, they have struggled all day. They've been shut out all game. Finally put a drive together, got some points on the board, got some good mojo. Maybe they can take this into next week. I know it's been a bad day, but sometimes these type of things can carry over.
And he tacks on the extra point. The deficit is huge, this one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great.
There he goes! And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Texas State has the football back, and they'll go on offense. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Here's a quick throw out to the left. He'll get a fresh set it down, stopped at the 31-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. to throw. It's Lane. Pocket breaking down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
You've got to love what you're seeing if you're the head coach of this team, because your defense is simply not resting on their laurels, and they're playing until there's zeros on the clock. They've got a massive lead. We're late in the fourth quarter, and they're still getting sacks.
Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got rid of it just in time. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He lobs one high down the left side. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Sets up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. And the Huskies now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Well, we are winding it down, guys. Only a few more plays left in this season. Also wrapping up a really outstanding performance for this offense.
Yeah, and they're sending out the seniors on the right foot. Guys, we've seen a lot of great football. There have been so many tremendous moments and individual efforts, David. This is a year in college football I know I'll never forget.
Won't forget it. Loved working with you guys. Loved being in the booth. Loved covering these football games. And I'll tell you what, a lot of excitement in college football surrounding the sport, man. Let's just keep loving on it.
They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The give on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here comes the heat. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Lane. Clears the pressure. Pressure's there, and he lets it go. And the pass is incomplete here on 3rd down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold on.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week of practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The handoff, keep working on that clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll go to the ground. Oh, what a move. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Huskies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. They're still firing away even with this lead. He's going for it all. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to